The Chiefs came back to win an absolute thriller last week over the LA Chargers. And now, with a 2-0 record to start the campaign, they'll turn their focus to the Baltimore Ravens for a showdown between the two best teams in the NFL on Monday Night Football. The Chiefs have won 11 straight games dating back to November 18th of last year, which matches the longest winning streak in franchise history. In that span, the Chiefs are averaging 31 points per game while allowing just 16.7, and they've won by double digits 8 times. Interestingly enough, the Chiefs' streak is the longest in the NFL since Baltimore won 12 straight from Week 5 through the end of the regular season last year. The Chiefs will look to keep that streak going in a matchup between the two best quarterbacks in football. Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson represent each of the last 2 NFL MVPs, and since Jackson became Baltimore's starter in Week 11 of the 2018 season, the Chiefs and Ravens own the 2 best records in the NFL. Jackson has dropped only 3 regular season contests in his career, but 2 of those 3 losses came at the hands of the Chiefs. Jackson will face a Chiefs defense that includes rookie corner SNEED, who is the only player in the NFL with multiple interceptions so far this season. SNEED picked off Deshaun Watson in Week 1 and Justin Herbert in last week's win over LA, kickstarting his NFL career with 2 big plays. A pick against Jackson certainly won't come easy though, as he threw just 6 interceptions last year while leading the NFL in touchdown passes. Jackson is also lethal with his legs as part of a dynamic Ravens rushing attack. Baltimore compiled the most rushing yards in NFL history last season, racking up a ridiculous 3,296 yards. Jackson was a big part of that, with a team leading 1,200 yards on the ground, and they're following a similar script this season between Jackson and a running back trio that includes Mark Ingram, J.K. Dobbins, and Gus Edwards. They collectively rushed for 230 yards last week against Houston, so the Chiefs will likely see plenty of the Ravens' ground attack on Monday night. The Ravens' defense is impressive too. They've allowed just 11 points per game and 2 total touchdowns this season while tallying 5 takeaways. Each of those numbers leads the NFL. Of course, as good as Baltimore's defense has been this season, they haven't had to play against Patrick Mahomes yet. Mahomes is off to yet another strong start with 513 passing yards and 5 touchdowns, along with no interceptions. He got off to a bit of a slow start last week before exploding for 242 yards in the second half as part of the Chiefs' comeback victory. It was just more of the same for Mahomes, who has won each of his last 6 games in which the Chiefs trailed by double digits, an NFL record. The Chiefs are truly never out of a game, and they'll look to maintain their perfect record on Monday night in what could end up being a preview of the AFC Championship game.